So hello friends, welcome to my channel MN Coaching Center. So today I'm going to explain your 8th standard science 16th chapter, that is light. Light. So as you know, the senses of sight is one of the most important senses. Though we see mountain, trees, and we also see the birds, skies. So, what make things visible? What thing that make our eyes to see that? So, have you ever thought how we see various objects? How we see the various many objects? How we see? Have you ever thought about that? So, it means that the eye alone cannot see anything. So we can say that the eye alone cannot see anything. It is only when light from an object enters our eye that we see the object. So when we see the object, the light that enters our eye, at that time only we can see that object. Only eye just it cannot see the object, we can say. And also the light may have been emitted by the object, or may have been reflected. It may be have been reflected by the object, or it may have been emitted by the object, we can say. And you may have learnt in your 7th standard that polished or shiny surface of the mirror, a mirror that can change the direction of the light that falls on that mirror, or it can change the direction of the surface that is reflected on that mirror. You may have learnt on that. So laws of reflection, how it reflects, that law. So after striking the mirror, the ray of the light is reflected to another direction. The light ray which strikes any surface is called as the incident ray. That strikes or that hits that mirror, the light ray that hits that mirror is called as incident ray. And the ray that comes back, when after hitting that mirror, is called as reflected ray. So here they have drawn and shown us. So they have drawn a line that is showing that the position of the plane mirror, the incident ray, and the reflected ray. Here you can see the position of plane mirror, incident ray, and reflected ray in this drawing. And remove the mirror from the comb. So remove the mirror from the comb, and draw and make a line of 90 degree they are saying. And the line representing the mirror at the point where the incident ray strikes the mirror, the ray that is called as the normal ray. And the angle that happens on the incident ray, it is called as angle of incident. And the angle that happens between the normal and the reflected ray is called as angle of reflection, that we get the angle. Here you can see in the second video they have written the normal ray and the reflected ray and the incident ray. In the second video, second image, you can see they have written. So next they have explained. So when the whole sheet of paper is spread on the table, it represents one plane. So it is like a one plane mirror or a plane. When a sheet is on the table, we can if it is on the table, it is like a plane, the sheet. So the incident ray and the normal ray, the point of incident and the reflected ray are all in this sheet. So as you know, the incident ray, the normal ray, and the reflected ray all are in that sheet only. No, they all from that sheet only. They all rays reflect on us, or reflect to our eye, not on us, on eye. So when you bend the paper, you create a plane different from the plane in which the incident ray and the normal lie. So when we fold that sheet, the sheet becomes the difference between the plane and the normal incident ray, normal and reflected ray. The incident ray, it becomes breaks it, and then you do not see the reflected ray. We can't see the reflected ray when we fold it. So this says us that the normal at the point of the incident ray and the reflected ray all lies in the same plane. They both lies in the same plane, and this is another law of reflection. So this is the another law of reflection that is telling they are telling us. This is the another law of reflection, and this is and perhaps in an activity outside, they have given that sun with the sun as the source of light instead of torch. You too can use the sun as the source of light. We can use sun as source of light. As you know, sun is also a source of light. So Bojo remembered that in you did in 7th class, he had studied some features of the image of an object formed by a plane mirror. So let's recall something. So was the image erect or upside or down? They are asking you. Was it the image that is upside or erect image? Was the same side as the object, or did the image appear to the same distance behind the mirror as the object was in front? Could it be obtained on a screen? So these are all the questions they are asking. How is the image falling on the torch, or from the torch on that sheet or paper what they have sheet, or from that cloth what they have kept, how it is how it is they are asking. So you may recall that the image formed in the mirror from the left of the object appears to be right, and the right appears to be left. So you may see the left side image appears to be at right side image appears to be at left. This is called as lateral inversion. So what is lateral inversion? The right side images appears to be at left, and left side images appears to be at right. This is called as lateral inversion. So regular and diffused reflection, they are saying regular and diffused reflection. What is this? So when all the parallel rays reflect from a plane surface or not parallel, so when all the parallel rays that come and hit the and reflects that, and they are not parallel, that parallel rays are not parallel, then they are known as diffused or irregular reflection, they are called. And when all the reflected ray it's a smooth surface like that a mirror are called as regular reflection. All the reflected ray hit a mirror, that is called as regular reflection. And image are formed by regular reflection. Sometimes image is also formed in that reflection, they are saying. So next is reflected light can be reflected again. So as you know, reflected light that can reflect again. So how? So because she or he makes you sit in front of a mirror in while you are going for a cutting shop or barber shop, they make you to sit in front of mirror, and there your image is reflected. That is how. So after your haircut is completed, she or holds a mirror behind you to show you how the hair has been cut behind. As you know, they keep, but how it is reflected in front of a mirror also. So Paheli recalls having constructed a periscope as an extensive reactive in class 6 you have learnt. So the periscope make us of two plane mirrors. Can you so periscopic are used as submarines, tanks, also by soldiers in bunkers to see things outside. The soldiers use the bunkers and submarines to see the things outside. As you know, in submarines they use to see the things outside. Here you can see. So can you so the idea of number of image formed by mirror placed at an angle of another is used as kaleidoscope. It is called as kaleidoscope to make a numerous beautiful patterns. You can also make a kaleidoscope yourself. You can make, they are saying. So your kaleidoscope is so what you have to do, your experiment they are doing in that. To make a kaleidoscope, you have to get three rectangular mirror stripes, each about 15 centimeter and long and 5 centimeter wide it should be, and we should have to join them together to it should form a prism. It should be like a prism, means it should be like a triangle shape. And and make sure that the tube is slightly longer than the mirror stripes. It should be more longer than the mirror stripes. So close one end of the tube by a cardboard disc. So we have to close one end by a cardboard disc having a hole in the center through which we can see. So to make the distinct durability, paste the piece of transparent plastic sheet under the cardboard disc we have to place. At the other end, touching the mirror, fix a circular plain glasses plate. Place on this glass plate several small pieces of colored glass we have to place, and close this end of the tube by a ground glass plate. allow enough space for the color piece to move around. So we have to leave some space for color piece to move around. This is like so this is a kaleidoscope. Your kaleidoscope is ready now. So when you see through the hole, you will have be able to verify the pattern in the tube. We can see when we see through the hole that we left in the experiment. As I said, they left some hole. So designers of the wallpaper and fabrics and artists use kaleidoscope to get idea for making patterns. They use to kaleidoscope to get new ideas, new patterns, to make new attractive things. Kaleidoscope in a color paper they used to make new attractive things. So last year the sunlight white or colored, this I will explain, and I will explain the other topics in my next video. So in 7th you have learned that sunlight is reflected to you as a white light. You can see when you see sunlight, it will be seeing white light. You can't see sunlight through your naked eyes because it is very much bright. So you also learned this, it consists of 7 colors. You also know. Here is let's say another activity in 6.7, showing that sunlight consists of several colors. So when sunlight falls on a water droplet, you may see when a little bit rain comes, there you can see some places rainbow. This is because of when sunlight falls on the water acts as prism, and that prism means that prism makes the sunlight the white light becomes a 7 color. This will learn in your higher classes. You will learn how it happens. So now that's basic I am telling, just small things. So other topics I will explain in my next video. So okay friends, still here you understand I think so. Like the video, comment on my video, and subscribe my channel. I'm in coaching center for more video. I will explain the next topic in my next video. Till then, take care, have a nice day friends. Bye friends.